Now, after a whirlwind 4 years, the end of an era has arrived. The Donald Trump administration finishing its last 24 hours in office ahead of President-elect Joe Biden's inauguration. But of course, as we've seen with many previous presidencies, you can still do a lot in 24 hours.
As I conclude my term as the 45th President of the United States, I stand before you truly proud of what we have achieved together. We did what we came here to do, and so much more.
Leaving his mark as the final hours of his term count down, President Trump now on a spree of last-minute moves, including over 140 pardons or sentencing commutations and counting. And getting in on the action at both Israeli and American officials' request, President Trump has also issued a pardon now to Aviem Sela, an Israeli Air Force colonel indicted by the U.S. in 1987 for recruiting and handling Israeli spy Jonathan Pollard. Of course, beyond pardoning Sela, Trump's influence on the Middle East has been historic, particularly with respect to the Abraham Peace Accords, which ushered in 4 new normalization agreements between Jerusalem and the Arab world. And speaking with Israeli media, White House officials are reporting that had they had more time, Mauritania and Indonesia would be next. This as Trump bestowed the rare Legion of Merit Award on King Hamad of Bahrain on Tuesday, in acknowledgement of his extraordinary and courageous decision to normalize with Israel last year. Iran, on the other hand, celebrating the end of Trump's term and announcing symbolic sanctions to be placed on the president, Secretary of State Pompeo, Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin, CIA Chief Gina Haspel, and a number of other U.S. officials for alleged terrorism. Terrorism such as supporting Israel in its conflict with the Palestinian Authority and killing top IRGC Quds Force General Qasem Soleimani.